I was born with my heart outside of my chest. I think a big misunderstanding is that I'm really, really fragile or that I'm always in pain.
I recently had a heart transplant. I now show people my old heart and they say it looks like cookie dough.
I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve because this keeps me alive. Without it, I can go back into heart failure. If I'm not on this medication, I die.
My heart could explode at any time.
When I was 15, my heart rate got to 225 laying down. They found something wrong with my heart and diagnosed me with Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. I was cured and paralyzed by the same surgery.
Do you remember this picture? Do you remember this one? Yeah?
My condition is called Pentalogy of Cantrell. It basically means that my heart is outside of my rib cage, so it's not protected by my rib cage anymore.
There's no known reason why Virsaviya's heart is outside of her chest. We don't know what caused this condition. This one is very... She was about like a week old. They just pulled out the feeding tube of your nose. I remember I was crying so much about that because you was crying a lot. And that was hard times, really. Oh, sorry. I found out that Virsaviya had a condition with her open heart when I was 26 weeks pregnant. And it was a shock for me. I remember I fell on the floor right in the hospital screaming that because I thought she's going to die, because this is what they told me. They told me she will die and she will not survive. They told me that I need to get an abortion, and they tried to not force me, but recommend it. And of course, I kept her because I loved her.
People often think that since my heart is outside of my body, that I feel pain there, but I don't. Seeing my heart outside of my body does not necessarily feel like anything because I'm used to it, except it might feel like something to other people, but not to me. So this is my room. This is where I draw and do all my hobbies and do my homework. School is nice, but sometimes it can be hard because the people that know about my condition try to use it against me or make jokes about it in a mean way. So sometimes it could be more difficult. Other times
It's still okay?
And other times it's okay, yeah. My condition affects my daily life because I can't do some normal things, like I can't run or I can't walk too fast, and I can't go up and down the stairs because my oxygen drops really, really low. I have to use this when my oxygen levels go really low because sometimes they do go under 50, or when I'm having an asthma attack. I think a big misunderstanding is that I'm really, really fragile or that I'm always in pain, but I'm generally really happy in life. My mom and I decided to start posting on Instagram about my condition. It's important for me to spread awareness because there are a few others out there that also have similar conditions to me, and if they want help from like doctors on it, people should know more about it so that they would learn how to help it or treat it or something along those lines.
She's a really good friend. She is so beautiful. She's cool. She never gave up.
I'm very proud of her. I'm proud of her strength, and I love her the way she is.
I'm grateful for proving the doctors wrong, that I can still eat and walk and be alive. I would like to push my limits on what I can and cannot do because I want to inspire other people and because I want people to know that I am more than just my heart and I am beautiful just the way I am, and so are you.
I was born with 6 different heart defects, which basically means I was born with half a heart and multiple holes in my heart and leaky valves. Throughout my life, I have had a total of 5 open heart surgeries, 2 pacemaker surgeries, 1 emergency lung surgery, and a combined double heart and liver transplant with over 200 minor surgeries. When I was 18, I endured multiple surgeries all at once, which resulted in me going into heart failure at age 19. When I was 22, I was diagnosed with liver disease. A lot of people think that I just got bad luck and developed liver disease on its own, but liver disease was actually caused by my heart disease over time, so it is a secondary effect due to my heart disease. When I was 22, I got the flu, and that actually deteriorated my heart. They were going to go down the transplant route. It's the only thing that could have saved my life. So although the heart and liver has never been performed in New Zealand on someone born with heart disease, they decided to take the risk because the liver can deteriorate quite fast. In my case, I was waiting for both organs, heart and liver, which had to come from the same donor, which is why I waited about 2 to 3 times longer than a normal person. I received my call at 6:30 in the morning. I just knew, my gut feeling, that call was the call, and I was super excited. This was my only chance of survival. I knew that a transplant is a pretty big surgery considering I was having both organs done. At one point there is just a machine in the middle of my chest, you know, keeping all the rest of my vital organs pumping while they take out my heart and they insert my donor's heart. They replaced my heart first before they got to my liver.
I can finally talk, and I ate for the first time today.
I was in hospital for a total of 53 days in ICU, 14 days in ward, and I was in cardiac rehabilitation centre for 21 days.
Good girl.
Although I had like a transplant, I do honestly live a normal life of being able to breathe, do everything that a normal person could do. So now I just have no limitations and I'm able to study and continue on with my career and my future. My heart scar goes from the top of my chest down here. Due to all the surgeries that I have had, I actually have a whole chest and stomach full of scars, which I absolutely adore and love. I show them to everyone. This scar here is from my liver transplant. Here in New Zealand, due to religious and cultural beliefs, we actually get the option, unlike any other country, to keep our organs so we can bury it with us when we pass away. What I was initially going to do was to bury it on behalf of my donor. However, I recently found out that I can use it to educate people, educate them on the importance of organ donation and spread the awareness of heart disease. So I'm going to show you my heart. I store it up here in my wardrobe. And this is it. So one of the most main questions I get asked is why is it so large, or if a human heart is this size. Now your heart is the size of your fist, but your heart is actually a muscle, so when it is damaged or overworked, it increases in size and it swells. Also, in my opinion, I think it looks like cookie dough. Most people are surprised that I actually keep it in my wardrobe because everyone assumes that organs or body parts actually belong in the freezer, but in my case, it doesn't. Growing up with heart disease, I thought it was super important to educate people on a disease known as the invisible disease. I was hoping by sharing my complete story, the good, the bad, the raw, that it will spread the awareness out on heart disease and actually how serious it is and how much it can impact someone's life. My heart is one of the biggest things to show because of how large it is. It obviously shows how damaged the heart was and just what heart disease can do to somebody. There's been quite a few negative comments. They'll comment or tag their friends and be like, "Ooh, yuck, that's disgusting. What type of person would keep their organs and stuff?" But they say that without looking at my other videos, without actually knowing what I have gone through and the reason behind why I am showing my heart, and without understanding the work that I'm actually trying to do. The positive things, it's really nice to see. It really warms my heart with all these parents who have children with heart disease, and that my story gives them somewhat sort of hope. And it's one of the main reasons why I do it. I am just preparing some snacks for when Shard comes over, and then we're gonna sit down and look through old photos and video of my journey. Shard supports me in a really big way because when I'm sick with the flu and all that stuff, he'll make sure that he is there catering to, you know, all the little things, big things I need. It's a sensitive topic for him, but because it's such a large part of my life, I think it's super important for him to see what I have gone through. How do you feel like when I show you these type of photos? Obviously stuff that you were never able to see.
It's like unexplainable, like pretty like abnormal, but it's also like always a reminder just to be like, gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful, yeah. Life can change in any second, right?
And that's the thing though, like you have to be healthy now, like
I try.
anything we do, there's something back and it's just like that can change. You always have to be like ready to go.
Well, it's important for me to actually share these photos with you because it lets you know and it tells you a bit, obviously, about my journey and the importance of heart disease and how it actually affected my life before I met you.
I'm sure that it's possible to actually survive things like this. I'm proud of you boys. Look how far you've come. And still going.
For anyone going through transplant, the way that I got through it was a positive mindset. I know it's a super daunting and scary time, but find every little bit of positivity you can, because going into it with a positive mindset will end up bringing a positive outcome. That's something that I've kind of like lived by.
I'm gonna change out my medication. I change out my cartridge, my tubing, and my pump every 3 days. This is where all of my stuff lives, day-to-day stuff. I'm Gerry. I was diagnosed with idiopathic pulmonary arterial hypertension and congestive heart failure. Pulmonary arterial hypertension means that the artery that goes from the lungs to the heart is really clotted. The right side of the heart gets enlarged because it's working too hard, and then it starts to fail. So I am technically in right heart failure. Now it's pretty secure. I have secured it. There's nothing lifting. I get my medication out. This is still a pretty full bottle. I clean it before I insert anything into it. I twist this off. This is what goes in my pump, and that's loading while I am opening my tubing. This is what it looks like before it goes in my arm. There's a needle right there. So then I hook it up like this, turn it, lock it in, and then I hit done. It's kind of crazy that I am like reliant on something that is on the exterior of my body. You rely on your organs, but like my medication keeps me alive. Having my heart essentially on the outside of my body gives me a lot of anxiety. My condition is not curable. There's no explanation for it. We just have to manage it the best we can. I've always been really healthy. I would say that I was pretty average up until I was diagnosed. When I was diagnosed, they told me if I started medication immediately, then I could probably get 3 to 5 years to live. So I'm standing when he's telling me this, and he's like, you shouldn't even be able to stand with how severe your heart is. You need to start treatment immediately or you're gonna die.
I get pretty choked up thinking about this, finding out about my wife's condition that she was diagnosed with. I just didn't want to believe it, and I couldn't be there for her because we have the 2 boys at home. Just felt completely helpless.
From the day I checked myself into the ER to the day I was hooked up to my pump, we're talking 3 weeks. Look up, close your eyes. Close your eyes, please. It was really hard to adjust, especially because the line was coming out of my chest, and the boys aren't old enough at this point to understand anything. So I was so nervous about them pulling it out. I was scared it was gonna fall out. I had never been sick, and now I'm like super sick. I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve because this keeps me alive. Without it, after 4 hours, I can go back into heart failure. I'm on medication 24 hours, 7 days a week. I started sharing on social media because when I was diagnosed, I was looking for somebody like me, and I couldn't find a lot of them, so I wanted to be that person for other people. When I was diagnosed, I was told that if I didn't start treatment immediately, I was gonna die. After 10 months on the pump and being in the hospital 6 times because of infection, I started with this subcutaneous pump. It's been working really well. I also started a clinical trial, and it's been really exciting so far. I wanted to be the person that showed them they could still go out and live their own lives and be normal people, even with a condition as serious as the one I'm dealing with. I'm going to take my pump off and I'm going to detach for a little bit. The benefit of doing this really is just because I hate being attached to a pump. I like not having to wear a pump all the time. I like the freedom that I feel. I feel normal again. It's like Cinderella's slipper. I only get like a couple hours before I turn back into a pumpkin. Now it's waterproof. I'm pump free, ready to go. I feel like I have come such a long way from that day in the hospital. I would have never thought that I was gonna put my toes back in the sand after being diagnosed and being told that I could die. We love the beach and I'm glad that we made it back here. I feel like it made me a lot stronger and I feel like it's really molded and shaped my personality going forward. With the clinical trial I'm on now, the future hope is that it'll be a cure, that it's gonna give me a lot of years. We've seen a lot of miracles that have happened in my body. I've survived a lot. My joke is I am a cat with 9 lives, and I think I'm probably on my 6th life at this point.
Marfan syndrome is a rare genetic connective tissue disorder that affects multiple aspects of the body. It mainly affects the heart, eyes, skeletal system. I deal with an enlarged aorta. For me personally, it gives me a lot of chronic fatigue every day. Marfan syndrome is an invisible illness for the most part, but it is also life-threatening. The connective tissue in your body that holds everything together inside is weaker. With my heart, that is the most dangerous area. I am on medication to help my heart rate go down. Knowing that I am taller than everyone and have long limbs has been a huge confidence issue. I feel that I am viewed differently than other people. I am 6'3". Growing up, I was always the tallest in my class. I also have scoliosis, so kids would just see that and think, you look weird.
Yeah, remember this? Oh, yeah, little baby Grace. Look at how tall and you are. And I just figured because we had a tall family, but when Dr. Howard diagnosed you, it all made sense.
I was at my pediatrician checkup and he was looking at my long arms and limbs and fingers, and he gave my mom a weird look. She is an echocardiogram technician, so she just kind of knew.
I thought, I know how to take care of this girl and we can do this together. As far as the heart, of course, I was worried every day, all day, because I knew too much.
A common occurrence in Marfan syndrome is aortic aneurysms. The aorta pumps the majority of the blood from your heart. Because it is made up of connective tissue, it is more likely to tear. So that is the most stressful and anxiety-inducing part. Just having that impending doom of my heart could explode at any time. It's literally a ticking time bomb. For my parents, it has been hard to wrap our heads around it and accept. I have already gone through so much because of Marfan syndrome, but there is more to come.
It's always in the back of my head. Even now, I still worry. I like to still be in the background, kind of making sure I know what's going on. In case something really bad happened, I know there's some internal feelings and hard paths that we have been through, and I'm sure there's more ahead, but we'll get through them because I know she's strong.
I decided to start sharing my journey on social media because I know that the best that I can do is talk about the condition and spread awareness. A lot of people comment that they have Marfan syndrome and they have never met another person with it, and realizing that they are not alone. Today, my friend Ting is joining me at our local bar as I go on a blind date for the first time. Ting is 4'11". Of course, my best friend is very short and I am very tall. I think I want to wear this sweater.
Oh my goodness, that's so cute. It will match like my sweater.
Yeah.
Cute. How are you feeling about the date?
I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. I hope it goes well. I would say that my dating life has been affected by my condition because I didn't want to be seen as different or weird or complicated. Ting has been very supportive along with all of my other friends.
Do you have any ideas of what you'll talk about? And have you thought about maybe how you'll bring up your Marfan syndrome?
Maybe when we're talking about like hobbies, I can mention my advocacy work.
Oh, okay, yep.
And then kind of go from there and explain. I'm gonna go get dressed.
Okay, nice. I'm always, I guess protective. I hope that her blind date sees her for who she is and not just for her syndrome that she has. I just hope that she comes out happy and has a great experience. Oh my goodness, you look so cute. I love the fit.
Thank you.
Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
I'm always nervous to tell a date how serious my condition is. I just hope it doesn't put her off.
I don't know very much about my blind date today. I don't know anything about what they look like, where they're from, anything like that. I'm feeling a little nervous, but I'm mostly just excited to meet somebody new, hopefully have a good conversation. Hi. How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Are you used to this situation? Have you been on camera a lot before?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I kind of do like social media, like content creation.
Nice.
And some advocacy work with like, it's called the Marfan Foundation for Marfan syndrome, which is like what I have.
I'm not sure if I've heard of that before, to be honest.
Yeah, most people don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Usually when I tell people that I have Marfan syndrome, people often do not understand what I am saying or what it entails. It is important to me for especially a partner to know about what I may experience and what I have experienced in the past. It affects like the connective tissue, so everything that like your body is held together by is kind of loose, which is why I'm like so tall and like my long fingers and limbs and stuff.
Okay.
Creating connections can be really hard because I just kind of want other people to like look past it and realize that there's like more to me, you know?
At the end of the day, like the people that talk to you and get to know you as a person are like, no matter what, those are gonna be the best people for you.
Definitely. Yep.
All right, you want to walk off with me into the sunset?
I hope that my story inspires people to take the good out of bad situations and to look on the positive side of things while also normalizing chronic illness and disability in our society.
Hey Grace, how did your date go?
Hey Ting, it went really well.
Aw, did you tell your date about your Marfan syndrome?
Yeah, it came up really naturally and I think she took it really well.
Aw, that's awesome.
Yeah. I would say that my confidence has definitely improved, especially within the past few years. I have accepted that this is my life and this is something that I was given. I hope that sharing my story can help people realize that people with invisible illnesses have a life worth living.
This is my formula. I have this condition called gastroparesis, which makes me unable to really digest food. So this is a feeding tube, and the tube goes into my small intestine. Because I was paralyzed before getting diagnosed with this, I was already like more used to that routine, and so this has just been added on to it. I wake up an hour earlier now just with all my other medical stuff too.
Tell us a little about the heart symptoms you've started experiencing when you were younger.
When I was 15, my heart rate got to 225 laying down, and my whole body was just feeling so weird. They did an EKG and they found something wrong with my heart and diagnosed me with Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. So it's basically an issue with like the electrical system in your heart. It's episodes of really rapid heart rate, and a normal heart beats like this. And mine was beating like this and like kind of like all over the place. A few years after my diagnosis, I was going back to a boarding school and I really wasn't feeling good, and I knew an episode was coming. I woke up in the back of the airplane getting CPR and oxygen. I was terrified. I was rushed to the hospital and I just remember like the beeping was nonstop. The surgery I had, what they did was they had like wires and they went in through my neck and like my groin. I had like an extra pathway in my heart and they kind of just like got rid of it. The surgery cured my heart. I don't have Wolff-Parkinson-White anymore. When I woke up from surgery, I realized something was wrong. My legs were in excruciating pain, and within the span of 3 days, I was paralyzed from the waist down. Basically what happened while I was in surgery, I had an allergic reaction to the anesthesia, and it caused my brain to disconnect with the pathways in my legs. I think hearing that news at first, I didn't want to believe it. I was like, there's no way this could be happening. I was going in to get something fixed and I come out and I've lost so much. I can't move my legs. I'm in pain 24/7. And I think hearing that was just like, I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm going to walk again. So this is my standing frame. I use this every day. And basically this gets me into a standing position. So I started going to this paralysis gym and they have machines there, and one was called an exoskeleton. And with the exoskeleton, it's basically this like robot that kind of like walks for you. Here are some videos of me in the exoskeleton machine. Once I had more core strength, I was able to start using that, and honestly, it was the best feeling in the world. I wasn't doing it on my own and the machine was doing it, but I was still getting that walking movement. So I started this GoFundMe to help me get the tools I need to walk again and support myself. I'm going to be using the money for an exoskeleton and then hand controls for a car. The exoskeleton is so important because that gets my legs in the walking motion. Some say with that I'll be walking, and then others have just said you're not going to walk again. When they said that, I was like, that's not true. I know I'm going to walk again. I know I can do this, and I'm going to prove them wrong. Let's do some standing. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just start standing and maybe post some videos about it and see where it goes. And then I started getting views on it and encouragement, and that really helped me a lot. I put a lot of energy into my social media accounts. I post a lot on there on my recovery and journey and walking again. When I was at the gym, they had this walker with actually a piece of wood that blocked, so I was able to use it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I wanna make my own and work on standing. I do like daily kind of things on my Instagram. I just kind of see how long I can go. My friend Enrique is coming over and I'm going to try and break my record for standing time. Hi.
How have you been?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, good. Just been, yeah, going all over the place. Been in Seattle for a few days. And
So I'm trying to set a new standing record. Would you be down to film it?
yeah, of course. We can definitely give it a go.
My current record is 4 minutes. I am hoping to break it and do 5 minutes. I think it will be challenging, but I think I'll be able to do it.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. I met Enrique through Instagram. He slid into my DMs and was like, hey, I'm also from Washington. And I was like, oh my gosh. And yeah, we started talking.
All right, we're at 25 seconds. I saw she was playing for the Kraken sled hockey team, and I thought that was super cool and interesting. And I went to a few practices with her, and we've just kind of been friends since. We are coming up on the 2-minute mark. Just kind of seeing the strength that she has to keep pushing forward and just live her life regardless of any situation that's been thrown at her definitely is inspiring. Yeah, you're doing so good, Bella. 3, 2, 1, 5 minutes. Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Today, Bella set out to break her record with standing. She absolutely crushed it. How's that make you feel?
Tired.
Tired.
Very tired. I can't believe I did it, and I'm very proud of myself.
There's nothing holding her back from walking again.
Let's go, Tay. Oh, yes.
Come on, sugar.
Let's go. For so long, I had such black and white thinking and just like, oh, I'm never gonna get better. And then I was like, I only get this life once. Why do I want to live it? Just thinking like, I'm never gonna walk again when I could get up and try. 3 years ago, if I saw where I was today, I would not believe it. I have come so far. I did not think I would be able to stand 5 minutes on my walker.
Bella's done an amazing job overcoming just every circumstance life has thrown at her. She finds a way to make it work, and I look forward to seeing the progress she makes going forward.
If anyone watching this is going through what I'm going through, just remember, even on the hard days, look for the light and that it does get better. You only get this life once and it's precious. It may seem like times are so hard and you just want to give up and you don't see a point. Just gotta keep going. You decide how you want to see a situation and move forward. I know I'll walk again.